Tamara, okay, this is already a step in the wrong direction from my perspective. She's attractive, obviously, but again, just all, yeah. Hey guys, it's Damien here from School of Attraction, and yesterday I released a video that created a little bit of a ruckus. See, I did an experiment, and what I did was I filmed all my female friends using the online dating apps and got them to talk about why they did or didn't swipe left or right on guys, what the thinking process was, and what became apparent was how picky they were being, right? There was a lot of left swipes for apparently really childish reasons. Guys didn't like it, and it got a lot of guys upset, and really got a lot of comments along the lines of, this is why I don't use online dating apps. This is why women are ruined. This is why dating is corrupt. There's a lot of annoyance around this kind of thing, and I think I understand it. But I want to give you guys a bit of a different perspective, because I saw this experiment very differently to how I think a lot of you saw it. So I want to do a different experiment with you all today. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you go and check it out. I'll put it up, whatever site it is, I'll put it up for you so you can have a watch. But I want to do something different. I'm going to record myself swiping left or right in online dating, and I want you guys to think for yourselves as you watch me, would I myself swipe left or right? Right? So play it along with me. And I'll add to it, before we get into it, I want to say this. These days, I'm looking for a relationship. For most of the time I've been making these videos, have been very casual sex focused, but these days I'm looking for a relationship. And what I've noticed has changed for me is that looks are still important, but they're less important than they once were. So the priority of looks has slightly dropped, and the priority of everything else has gone up. And I've become more picky about women and not less. So let's play along, and in your head, think about not who would I sleep with, think who would I want to date. Let's go. Okay. No, not. I mean, she's decided to use 2 full drive photos, which suggests a lifestyle that isn't really. Yeah, okay, she wants to see much of. She's into the whole like van life kind of thing. That's not for me. Brianna. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, dresses well. She's got a cavoodle like me. It's a good step in the right direction. Kind of dorky. I mean, it's. Yeah, you know what? I would probably give it, especially because you've got a dog like mine. Let's see if she's written anything interesting. Instagram. Okay, well, I'm not going to do Instagram stalking because I'm not like that. Yeah, I'd definitely give her a try. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Someone who looks like someone I'd actually want to be in a relationship with. Here, perfect example, just doesn't look happy. Like, see how she's smiling, but just looks like, I don't know, I just see pain in her eyes and unhappiness and maybe insecurity. And I don't like that stuff. So, yeah, really based on that, for Julie, I'd say no. Again, it's a facial expression. And I'm like, oh, she's Brazilian. But yeah, it's a facial expression. The second I see that, it just feels sad to me and not my kind of thing. Shannon, this is what I mean when I say like to Gold Coast. This is what I'm talking about. Like she's pretty. She's an attractive woman. She takes good care of herself, but just not. I'm making a judgment call based on personality. I'm not going to get along with you straight away. Like that's what I mean by to Gold Coast. I know some of you are going to dig chicks like this, but not for dating, not for being in a relationship with. No, too cutesy. The cutesy Asian thing is not my style. Some guys dig it. I don't. Ali. All right. Already off to not a good start. Looks really cute, though, but it's the posed photo and the makeup and all the other stuff. Let's have a look. She's just going to have an Instagram account. Oh, she's actually written something. All right, let's have a look. Oh, book club. I mean, she actually sounds really cool from her description. So what I would actually do, because she actually wrote this description, I would... Sylvania, that's near where I grew up as a kid. Interesting. I'd actually give it a chance, in spite of that fact, only because of what she wrote. That's turned me. Otherwise, I was going to say no. Kaz... No, we're not going to get along, you and me, Kaz. Again, it's a personality thing. Like, she's just the style of woman. We're not going to click. There's nothing wrong with the way she looks. I think she's quite attractive. Elizabeth. Okay. Now, we're probably not going to get along. I think she's like heaps more into the adventure stuff than I am. She clearly skates, snowboards, and surfs. I might give it a yes because I kind of like the lifestyle, but I actually don't think we click. If I was a girl going on this, I'd probably say no. Ooh, heavy on the Instagram shots as well. Like if I look through what she's got on Instagram, yeah. Look, I'd say yes just to give it a try, but again, probably no. Yeah, go no. Gold Coast. See, there's nothing wrong with the way she looks, and it's the photos they choose to use. Why would she use that first photo? The rest of these actually look really nice. She looks quite natural there, not too much makeup. Okay, yeah, give her a try. Tamara, okay, this is already a step in the wrong direction from my perspective. She's attractive, obviously, but again, just all, yeah. And so here, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing someone who I wouldn't get along with. She's attractive, right? Definitely attractive, but again, it's that need for validation. So in my head, I'm like, I'm triggering like someone who's, yeah, down the Instagram path of taking lots of photos of themselves and mirrors, selfies, all that kind of stuff. That's, yeah. See again, the party girl vibe lifestyle. I know where that's taken. The party girl sort of photos in here suggest we're not going to get along. It's not really my jam. Okay, she got a dog. She loves the dog. Oh, looks very Gold Coast though. She's got some real photos. Well, a real photo. Yeah, you know what? I'd give her a potential try, even though she looks, because she's got at least a real photo in there. At least, although in some of the others she looks heavily made up. But she can do both. I'd be right with that. No, not really my. Why? I can't tell you. She's got a pretty smile. Yeah, can't say 100%. No. Why? No, just not my type. Again, no, just not my type. Nope. 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 Silly phone. Nope. Just attractiveness, not my type attractive wise. Trish. Dang it, you only put up 2 photos, girl. She's Filipino, which can be okay. I would talk to her and find out what she's like. Sun. No. I mean, I don't see enough that I like from the photos. That for me is what I want Korean. Not quite my type nationality-wise. No, I don't think... You look a bit intense or something, like someone that I would argue with. Why do I think that? I don't know why. It's just the vibe I get. Maybe the glasses she chose. I can't put my finger on it. All right, guys. So how did you do? How was that experience? Did you find yourself being a lot more picky than me? A lot less picky? One thing I want you to notice, though, is I wasn't really much less picky than the women you watched or you would have watched in the other video, right? Because they were doing a lot of no's. And so was I. Because what you would have noticed happening with me going through is there were plenty of women there who were, there's nothing wrong with them, right? They're attractive, they had things going on in their lives, they didn't seem like a horrible person in any way. There's no shade to be thrown at them, but they didn't seem like my kind of person. Certainly not someone that I want to be in a relationship with. So I swiped left, and I was picking on very small things, right? Like her facial expression, or the photo she chose to use, or one little detail from her profile that's a turn off for me, right? And it was very easy for me to do that. So why was I doing it, right? What was going on in my head? What's really happening is I don't want to waste time. Like, I hate going on dates. I hate going on dates where in the first 30 seconds, like, you've made all this time, you've driven to somewhere, you've gotten dressed, you've done all that stuff, and within the first 30 seconds, you know that I don't want to spend any more time with this person, right? If you could push a button and make the date end right now, you do it within 30 seconds of meeting her. You guys, a lot of you know that experience, and I hate that. It's just such a waste of time, and then you have to make small talk and be nice, and for what? For nothing, just so you don't hurt their feelings. So I hate that experience, and I'm sure women hate that experience too. So what you do is you've only got the photos to judge by. You've only got the photos and you've only got what's written in that profile. And you've got to make those snap judgments, right? And you have to be really harsh. In real life, I'm sure if I met a lot of these women in person, I would have very different opinions of them. But the truth of the matter is, I have to be harsh because I don't want to waste all that time. So I be harsh, right? So I don't waste that time. So I don't have that negative experience. I don't have that same choice that women have, right? Like no guy can on online dating. You know that. Women get hundreds of men to choose from. I do okay, and I don't get that kind of volume at all. And yet I'm almost just as picky. Because when it comes to looking for a long-term relationship, it's different, right? I have to start making those judgment calls. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's easy to overlook that. I think it's easy to look at it with the eyes of someone who's focused more on casual sex, and think, well, why is she being so picky? There's nothing wrong with that guy. He seems great. But there is, because she's thinking he's nothing wrong with him, but not the kind of guy I want to date. That's what's going through her head, and that's what was going through my head as well. And I think that's easy to forget that on these online dating sites, a lot of men are focused on casual. Not all, many, but almost all women are also would like to find someone to date, someone to be in a relationship with, even if they're open to something more casual. And that creates a big discrepancy. And the fact that I'm so picky, so in other words, most guys who are looking for a relationship are going to be super picky, is the reason why women on online dating sites can get a whole ton of matches, but barely any of those guys want to date her. Because the guys who do want to date, who actually seriously want a relationship, are being super picky, just as picky at women as women are at men. So they're really, really hard to find. That's what I think is going on. That's what I'm seeing, and that's my perspective. And I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Because I know there's a lot of anger at women, but man, the second I did the experiment myself, I just start behaving the same way. Yeah, how does that feel? Write in the comments, let me know. I'd love to have a conversation about this. As always, guys, if you're still watching, you love this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That helps me a ton. As always, I hope you did enjoy it, and I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you in the next video.